here in St Joe's Boxing Club Newport, and I'm joined by Owen Kirk from north of England, Morecambe, home of the Gypsy King. So no pressure on you, mate. Tell us about yourself, mate, and what are you doing in South Wales today?
So yeah, I'm from Morecambe, mate. I've just come down to Wales because I know how hard these boys train. My old man's from Newport, so it's just on the doorstep for him. But where I'm from, you know, it's just nice to change it up. Come down here, spar the lads. Gav's here, Selby, Welsh Canal, so they're all good quality lads to get some good rounds in.
So I'm right in saying you haven't actually had any professional contests as of yet?
Nothing yet. I've just signed my papers. Not too long ago. I've got a couple of things to do yet, and then March should be the debut up north in Manchester way. So
tell us about your amateur experience. How many fights you had?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you a number. My old man I'd have to tell you, but I've had a few. Good fights as well. Been over for some good sparring all over the world and stuff. So 18 is it? 18. There you go. But we had some good sparring. Started when I was 11. 21 now, 10 years, and then I've just travelled all over doing, you know, good rounds, having a few fights and stuff. So yeah, the road continues.
So have you sparred of anyone of note or boxed anyone of note in your amateur times?
I've been alongside some great champions. I went to London when I was 16 to continue my amateur boxing with Finchley Boxing Club, alongside the likes of Joshua. We had Chisora in and out. Who else? We had Frank Bully only comes from there, I believe. Ashley Sexton, he's another great pro, and he's now retired, but he's making his comeback. And then obviously Morecambe, the Gypsy King, his brother Tommy, all his family. So it's like that level's just it's good work.
So being around guys like that and training with them and just seeing them in passing, is that inspirational for you?
100%, and it's not just an inspiration, it shows you where you need to be, because these are the guys that are absolutely top, at the top with all the marbles. You see what they do behind closed doors, and it ain't, they cut no corners, there's no cutting corners in their camp, so it's like, gives you a bit of an eye-opener as to what you've got to do, so yeah.
So when you're home in Morecambe or the north of England, who do you train with when you're there?
So I'm with my old man. We've got a couple of coaches up there. I've got a few guys, and then I do a lot by myself. I've got my little base in my gym shed, I call it. Got my bags up and that. So when there's no one about to hold the pads for me, I get in there and just close it up, put the music on, and I'm away by myself as well. So no excuses whether there's coaches there or not. I put the work in.
And like I mentioned at the start of the interview, we were down here in Newport in South Wales today sparring with some of the guys. How long are you in Wales for?
So I came to Wales on Monday evening and I go home today on Friday. In Manchester tomorrow for a bit of sparring, and then Sunday off, thank God, because these boys have pushed me. My legs are getting heavy now. And then straight back to it Monday, back up in Morecambe, and then I'll be back here in the next couple of months hopefully. So yeah.
So tell us about some of the sparring that you've done here in Wales.
Yeah, so I've done some sparring, sparred with Ryan over there, who's new to the pro game. Great sparring, he's a big lad, big, tough, strong lad. Mason Jones, the UFC contender. Let me tell you, he's a strong lad, he plants his feet and swings some bombs. So it's good because these guys, not only they're strong, but they know what they're doing inside the ring. And you learn more from the guys that know what they're doing, instead of just sticking around having a fight. It's good for me because I'm learning what they not already know, so yeah.
And then I suppose it works both ways. It's good for them to spar someone different than yourself.
Definitely, any experience is good experience, whether you know them or not. Different styles, it gets you ready to adapt. So on fight night, if your opponent decides to change it up, you're more comfortable because you've done it in the gym and you're ready for war.
So when you do finally have your pro debut, what weight are you going to be boxing around?
Yeah, so I'll be going in at middleweight. Middleweight I think is the best weight for me. It's going to be hard to cut weight, but with good training and good people around me, I'll get there easily. Be fueled up and ready to go at middleweight. So I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to it as well.
So who are the guys, well maybe it's a bit early to be targeting anyone yet, but a couple of fights down the line, or maybe 12 months, 24 months down the line, who are the guys realistically might you be fighting for, say, an English title or a smaller title?
I can't throw no names out there yet because I'm new to the pro game, got to weigh it all up and that, so credit to everyone, all the middleweights, everyone puts the work in, but when the time's right and I'm ready to go, whoever's in front of me I will get rid of, and I'm going to train hard to win it in style and get my name out there and win some titles.
And for anyone who hasn't watched you box before, what's your style? Are you a boxer? Are you a puncher?
I like to stand tall. I'm a 6'1". I like to stand tall, have a box. But if I've got to rough it up, plant my feet, swing a few bombs in, then I will. But I like to move around and flick my jab, counter punch and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, enjoy it. All styles, but boxing. I like to box. Stick and move, stick 'em, get out of there. Because no one likes getting it in the face, do they?
And who's your inspiration? Have you got one boxer you admire and try to base your style around?
Yeah, my inspiration, you know, he's a great fighter, LENNOX LEWIS. You know, you always hear the Muhammad Ali's, the Mike Tyson, but LENNOX LEWIS for me, he's my favourite. In my bedroom, at home, my gym, I've got big posters up and stuff, and I met him. And to meet him, I met him out in Vegas in February for the Fury Wilder, and you know, that opened my eyes and more. Thought, wow, that's my idol. But you know, so LENNOX LEWIS, his style, the way he composes himself out of the ring, he's just, yeah, I look up to LENNOX LEWIS. He's the man.
Were you surprised by how big Lennox was? I've met him once and he's huge. He looks even bigger in real life.
Never mind the size of him, his hands, mate, were as big as my head. So yeah, his hands blew me away. Never mind the height of him. These heavyweights are massive, aren't they? So yeah, nah, he blew me away with the size of him. His hands, mate, his hands were like stones when he held them up. So yeah. And
you mentioned you're from Morecambe, which of course is the home of Tyson Fury. What's it like having the world heavyweight champion in your hometown?
It's very motivating. You know, Tyson, he's a great guy. I've been in the gym with him many times. Done a bit of body sparring with him over the last couple of, well, last 6 months even. And you know, he gets himself out. He runs down the promenade every day. You probably see it on his Instagram and all that. You know, he doesn't shy away, and he's very motivating because he's down to earth. He's there's no fakeness with him. He is what he is, and he's a great guy. He's very down to earth, and he's got all the time in the world for anyone and everyone. So it's great.
Okay, mate, it's good to speak to you this afternoon or this morning, and good luck with your career, and I'll keep an eye out for you in the future. Cheers, mate, thank you. Thanks for your time.